dad. Yeah, my dad pretty much never had a choice. The whole family supported him, so just grew up into it like you do.
To be fair, no, probably my brother. My brother used to support United. And my brothers growing up, like, we just always argued, and so for me, like, it would be to go against them, and Liverpool's the team, like, yeah.
I don't really know, to be honest, because my dad is a Man United fan, so I don't know. I had a couple of Man United kits when I was younger, and they had pictures on them. I probably just didn't like them. My dad was a glory hunter, so got my mum to buy me a few Liverpool kits, and then I ended up doing a couple of stadium tours when I was a kid, and yeah, been a Liverpool fan since I was as young as I can remember.
Yeah, it's just from a kid, obviously being a young lad. You know, growing up, obviously loved playing football. And yeah, I think it's your dad, and you know, I had an older brother who both supported Everton, so I think I followed in their footsteps. And yeah, I've been a Blue ever since I can remember.
It was 1997 or 98. I can't remember exactly what year it was, and it was Southampton. It was 0-0. But then luckily, my son's first game with me was Southampton, and we won 4-0, so he had a better experience than me.
I remember going when I was young with my uncle and my dad. It was bouncing, and ever since then, like, it was football through and through.
We played Watford at Anfield, and we got beat 1-0, and it was late on in the game, and Watford were sort of down the lower end of the table, and we was doing all right at the time. People like Patrick Berger and young Steven Gerrard and Phil Babb, people like that, yeah. But that was my first memory. I went with my uncle, and yeah, we got beat by Watford.
You know, I didn't go as a kid much, but you know, I've took me little lad recently as well, and I like going with him. And you know, he loves sitting in the Gladys Street end, and there's some songs that are sung there, and I have to cover his ears a couple of times every now and again when they're not going too well. But yeah, good memories obviously going with him, and he enjoys it as well. So
Istanbul. I actually watched it at Blackburn Rugby Club, and at 3-0 at half time I was one of them who gave up, and I went outside playing rugby on the field. And then obviously heard the roar from the first goal when it came 3-1, and Gerrard's go, we best get back in. Got back in, obviously watched the rest of the game, and it was just a night that I'll never forget. I was probably, I think I just turned 16. So it was at that time I was doing my exams, my GCSEs, but they were a write-off anyway, so like the football was more important, so it was a late night.
Well, it's hard to go against Istanbul, isn't it? You know, it's dead and buried at half time. You know, there's always talks about fans leaving at half time, and then, you know, Gerrard knocks that header in, and then it's the start of history, isn't it? It's, you know, Dudek making that double save at the end as well. That's one thing that always sticks in my mind. Like, probably one of the best saves in history. Like,
probably winning the Prem, even though it was obviously in the middle of pandemic and that. But yeah, the Champions League that'll come into it as well. When we won that in 2005, I was on holiday with my nan and granddad at the time, and was sort of proper upset at half time, 3-0 down, and then obviously the miracle of Istanbul. So yeah, that bit there as well.
I'm going back a long time, but it's probably, you know, I remember sitting in the living room watching, you know, the '95 Cup final, and Rideout scored, you know, that header, which was unbelievable, and you know, so, you know, last time we won a trophy, that, and hopefully we'll get back to winning something sooner or later.
Probably Gary McAllister's, his free kick, the one that we're going to practice in a bit, yeah. All them derby games are mad. It's, you know, when they get relegated at the end of the season, it's going to be a game that we'll miss. So,
you know, it's them Merseyside derbies, the nothing game these days, are they? You know, they're over before they've even started.
Probably Mane, 94th minute winner against Everton at Goodison. All the red flares going off.
I'd probably say, yeah, you know, a few of the goals that we scored, the Jagielka one, I think was an amazing goal, and you know, in the Gladys Street end as well, that was one, and it was just you know, fantastic goals.